Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Tuesday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I will have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. Also tonight, in my weather segment, I will let you guys know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the last half of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on into the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Tuesday night as we conclude yet another day. And I'm going to begin it with my National Day calendar segment, my featured National Day holiday. And of course, today was National Medal of Honor Day. On this day, National Medal of Honor Day recognizes all Medal of Honor recipients. The Medal of Honor is the highest military award for, excuse me. On this day, National Medal of Honor Day recognizes all Medal of Honor recipients. The Medal of Honor is the highest military award for valor in the United States and was created in 1861. Hashtag Medal of Honor Day. On March 25th, 1863, Secretary of War Edwin Stanton presented the first Medals of Honor Army to 6 members of Andrews Raiders for their volunteering and participation during the American Civil War raid in April of 1862. The Medal of Honor is awarded only to U.S. military personnel by the President of the United States in the name of Congress for personal acts of valor above and beyond the call of duty. There are three versions of the Medal of Honor: one for the Army, one for the Navy, and one for the Air Force. Personnel of the Marine Corps and the Coast Guard received the Navy version. Since its creation, 3,468 Medals of Honor have been awarded to the country's soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen. So here's the National Medal of Honor Museum, Mission to Inspire Spectacular. Take a 360, if you haven't already, take a 360 degree storytelling trip and visit the Medal of Honor Museum in Arlington, Texas. Celebrate the valor, courage, and sacrifice of Medal of Honor recipients and the 40 million Americans who have served in the United States Armed Forces. So here's how to observe. Some federal, state, local, and military organizations may hold events recognizing Medal of Honor recipients. These events may be public or private. Volunteering for your local veteran organization. Donate to a veteran service organization. Adopt the Medal of Honor grave site. Fly the U.S. flag at your home or business. Visit the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Visit local memorial sites. Use hashtag Medal of Honor Day to post on social media. In 1990, the United States Congress designated March 25th of each year as National Medal of Honor Day. And of course, the answer would be yes. Women have received the Medal of Honor. Following the American Civil War, President Andrew Johnson presented Dr. Mary Edwards Walker with the Medal of Honor for her volunteer work with the Union Army, often going behind enemy lines to care for civilians. There's only been one U.S. president that has received the Medal of Honor. Theodore Roosevelt received the honor for his services during the Spanish-American War. It was awarded to Roosevelt posthumously by President Bill Clinton in 2001. The Congressional Medal of Honor and the Medal of Honor, they are the same thing, but the actual correct term is, of course, the Medal of Honor. So again, the Congressional Medal of Honor and the Medal of Honor, they're basically the same thing. But the actual correct term would be the Medal of Honor altogether. So that is something we have learned about here on this Tuesday night. And here are other National Day holidays as listed. Today also was National Equal Pay Day Tolkien Reading Day, National Lobster Newburgh Day, and also today was American Diabetes Association Alert Day. So that basically will cover my National Day Calendar segment here for you guys on this Tuesday night. Now here are famous people that who have had birthdays earlier today on this day, Tuesday, March 25th. Excuse me. Today, TV actress Mickey Madison turns 26. Rock singer Elton John turns 78. TV actor William Franklin Miller turns 21. Rapper Big Sean turns 37. Today, of course, soul singer Aretha Franklin would have turned 83. But she had suddenly passed away back in 2018. Rapper Ann Dior turns 26. Movie actress Kaylee Fleming turns 18. TV actress Sarah Jessica Parker turns 60. TV actor Will Buey Jr. turns 18. TV actor Dylan Summerall turns 26. TV actress Jenny Slate turns 43. TV actress Elizabeth Ladd turns 33. Rapper Doughboy turns 31. Race car driver Danica Patrick turns 43. Soccer player Jadon Sancho turns 25. Comedian Nate Bargatze turns 46. NBA basketball player Cal Lowry turns 39. Music producer Ryan Lewis turns 37. TV actress Catherine McPhee Foster turns 41. TV actress Marsha Cross turns 63. TV actress Alan McCullough turns 36, and rapper Yvonne Quan turns 28. Those are famous people who were born that have had birthdays earlier today on this day, Tuesday, March 25th. And now, of course, you folks would just not believe how unusually warm it turned out to be here earlier today in Shreveport. So today was actually, with the upper level ridging in place, that now at one point earlier today, Shreveport actually broke. Now of course record high temperatures have been either tied or broken across portions of the 4-state region earlier today. In my forecast over the next few days, we have some very serious weather which will be headed our way. So I'll let you guys know exactly. Of course, we have multiple days of decent rain chances on the way. So get yourselves prepared for what could be. We could at least see a plethora of days of wet weather. So I'll let you guys know exactly when all the rain should arrive. But we do have a fairly severe weather on the way for parts of the area tonight, and some of this is actually have been originating across portions of the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area earlier this evening. So now this isn't necessarily going to affect us, but I do have at least a chance of showers and storms in the forecast tomorrow as we start your Wednesday. So here's a threat. So there's a marginal risk of severe weather tonight. A marginal risk of severe weather is possible tonight across portions of northeast Texas and southeast Oklahoma, with the greatest risk being large hail and locally damaging winds. So here's the severe weather threat that's on for tonight. This is level 1 out of 5. This is actually going to be set up mainly this evening into the overnight hours. Far northwest zones in northeast Texas and southeast Oklahoma. Here are the potential hazards. Potential hazards are damaging wind. So damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or greater, and large hail or quarter size or larger. So this is where the more concentrating of the storms will be found well of the in portions of East Texas, well to the west of our immediate 4-state region, and of course we're going to just see mainly thunderstorms, non-severe, but some of these could be strong. So either way, be prepared. So have multiple ways to get severe weather warnings. So either way, be prepared. Even if these storms do not turn out to be severe, unlike what we've had experienced today, so you probably want to get yourselves. You probably want to go and you folks will probably want to go and get yourselves prepared as you head out the door tomorrow morning. Have those have those umbrellas while you're heading out the door tomorrow morning. I'll let you guys know exactly what time should the rain arrive. Now here's what could be on our way for tonight. So showers and storms return tonight. Temperatures will remain mild tonight across the Arctic, falling only into the middle 50s to low 60s under increasing clouds. Showers and storms will return from the northwest late this evening, spreading southeast as daybreak approaches. So here are your overnight low temperatures. It would be we're going to see milder temperatures overnight tonight as we bottom out mostly in the low 60s. So that of course that is above, of course that is above normal for this time of year for a low temperature. And what you see on the right is our rain chances expected tonight. Rain will rise from the northwest. So this is where we're going to find the rain. Actually, the highest rain chance will be well to the northwest portions of the 4-state region, mainly across northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma, and a portion of southwest and southwest Arkansas. This is when the weather is most likely going to. So this portion of the region where the storms will most likely be affected. And now, of course, we do have a potential severe weather setup for late this weekend, especially on Sunday. The unfolding long-range forecast for this weekend continues to highlight a severe weather risk on Sunday, including portions of the Arctic. Hail, wind, and tornadoes should be all considered possible at this time. So now is the time you want to be prepared for this next major severe weather outbreak. And of course, as of right now, the level 2 out of 5, 15% is equal to a slight risk. So of course, this is springtime, so this is the time of year we typically get these back-to-back storms every few days. So this is something we're gonna have to get used to. This is the threat. This severe weather threat for Sunday. Level 2 out of 5. 15% is equal to a slight risk. This most likely will be affecting Sunday into Sunday night. Risk for severe storms for southeast Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, and portions of northeast Texas and northwest Louisiana. Here are the potential hazards: large hail and damaging wind gusts 60. So here are the potential hazards here: large hail and damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or greater. A tornado or two cannot be ruled out. Locally heavy downpours will be possible. So you'll definitely need to prepare yourselves. You definitely need to prepare yourselves, especially for Sunday. Have all your devices charged, whether it's your smartphones, laptop, PCs, or your tablets. So even though this is a few days out, of course, this can change. Just as I was telling you guys last week about just like I was telling you guys last week when I had our last severe weather threat that affected us this past weekend, and of course we could be dealing with another one this upcoming weekend. So now is the time to be prepared. Of course, this severe weather threat, this likely going to impact. This does include the Shreveport-Bossier area. So even though this is 5 days out, of course this can change. So now's the time to be prepared for what could be have a rather very stormy conclusion to the weekend. Excuse me. And of course, some of our East Texas counties are, excuse me, even though they may be just outside the Arctic region, some of our East Texas counties are under severe thunderstorm warning, and also some of our also outside the Arctic region, also a couple parishes in East Louisiana and Western Mississippi are under a dense fog advisory, but elsewhere we're not under a watch or warning here on this Tuesday night. And of course, We're of course what you see on the Shreveport radar. We're watching this line. This has actually been affecting just east of the Dallas Fort Worth area. This of course portions of East Texas is about to get is actually receiving some rainfall tonight with storms coming through. Will any of this reach us before midnight tonight? I'll let you guys know exactly when you expect it to happen. So, of course, we're seeing some of the rains that's affecting portions of East Texas, especially along the between I-20 and I-30 corridors, just outside the Dallas area, and small little pockets across a portion of South and Central Arkansas. But here in the immediate Shreveport area, we're totally quiet at the moment. So we could be seeing this line of storms could be affecting us during overnight hours tonight, and to very early tomorrow morning. Now, what you see here on the regional radar, of course, excuse me, we're seeing a shower. We're seeing just south of the in central Oklahoma, just south of the Oklahoma City metro area. Seeing a line of showers and storms, and also another wave of rain across, another decent chance of showers and storms in a portion of northeast Texas, just outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, mainly across East Texas. And small little pockets across of northwest Arkansas, and also if you go eastward into a portion of southwestern Kentucky, and also southwestern and central Kentucky, and also east central Kentucky. And of course, what's going to give us the rains overnight and early tomorrow morning it's an area of low pressure that's being parked across especially across northeast Louisiana and southeast Arkansas. So it's at the line with the stationary low pressure system, and also this is going to be associated with a weak cold front that's going to come through. It of course it will lower our daytime high temperatures tomorrow, but it's not going to turn out to be an unusually cool day regardless, nonetheless. So as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, today turned out to be an unusually warm day here in Shreveport, and of course we've had a warm front that came through. That's what has resulted in the record warmth. So, excuse me. Now we have actually started this day off with clear skies. Of course, we've seen some clouds that took parts of the day. We've seen day with sunshine, and we had some clouds that came through. And of course, that did not stop the warming. Of course, humidity levels were often quite low. Still, and of course, we didn't have much in the way of any wind today. We just had clouds. We've had some clouds around the early part of the day. Those clouds gave way to some sunshine. The increased amounts of sunshine is what helped warm us up to send temperatures all the way up into the low 90s. And if I'm not mistaken, the official high temperature in Shreveport from earlier today was 91 degrees. Now that's a new record high temperature that sets a new record high for this day. The old record, of course, was 89 degrees, set back in 1928. So, of course, it is one of the all-time warmest temperatures we've ever seen in March. And the all-time record high temperature ever recorded in Shreveport, of course, would be 92 degrees. So, it turned out to be an unusually warm day here in Shreveport. That is just unusually hot. So already seeing temperatures in the low 90s only for the second time this year. Already seeing temperatures in the 90s. And of course the official start to summer, it is less than 3 months away. We're not even into the months of April, May, and June yet. We're a long ways from the next 3 months, and we typically do not see our first 90-degree day of the year until when we get to perhaps the month of May. little later in the year. So it's just too early. It's just too early for 90-degree heat, especially this early in the season. So it's only the second time we've seen 90 degrees. And of course, the only other 90 degree we've had was also occurring and happening unusually early. As early as back on March 13th, that would be almost about 2 weeks ago. We also had a high. We also topped it at 90 degrees. That also was a record. So once again, Shreveport, we set a new record high temperature. We broke a new record high temperature earlier today. But hope you've enjoyed this unusual taste of summer. Even of course, it is. Of course, we're not even a week into the spring. We're not even a week into spring yet. Spring only started 5 days ago, so it's only the first full week of spring. But I do have some serious weather changes on the way. But but of course tomorrow we'll still have above normal temperatures tomorrow for the remainder of the week. But not quite. But it won't be anywhere quite as warm as it was today. So I just started explaining it to you all about the unusual early season unusual early season warmth. That's caused by a ridge of high pressure setting over, and also a warm front that lifted up. That's what brought us in the record warmth. That's why we saw temperatures here in the low 90s earlier today in Shreveport. But we won't be that warm tomorrow. Temperature outside here on this Tuesday night is 70 degrees. Skies are cloudy. Humidity is 57%. Dew point is 54 degrees. Wind to calm. And barometric pressure is at 30.11 inches of mercury. Heavy rainfall in South Texas. Pacific storm moves into the Pacific Northwest. Thunderstorms may bring heavy to excessive rainfall and the potential for flooding over South Texas late Wednesday through Friday. A moderate risk level 3 or 4 of excessive rainfall has been issued for portions of South Texas. A Pacific storm will begin to impact the Pacific Northwest Wednesday, bringing strong winds, heavy showers, and the potential for severe thunderstorms. And of course, some of this weather could be affecting us within the next few days, especially as we get towards the end of the week. And I'm about to let you guys know exactly, excuse me, how much rain we could be receiving, because I do have several days of multiple rain chances on the way. So just excuse me. So tonight, it will be mild with mostly cloudy skies with the low. So tonight, of course, will be mild. So tonight, of course, will be mild with increasing cloudiness. It will be mild tonight with mostly cloudy skies with a low temperature of 60 degrees with an east-southeast wind at 4 miles per hour. And we're not expecting any rain now. We're not going to see any rain overnight tonight, but during the day tomorrow, expect thunderstorms, cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms. And then, of course, so we have periods of thunderstorms most likely. So the chances of thunderstorms will most likely impact the morning. But we'll be dealing with clouds in the morning. That will be followed by a mix of sunshine and clouds during the afternoon. So tomorrow's high temperature, instead of us being in the low 90s like we were today, we will only top out in the upper 70s tomorrow as we go into your Wednesday. With the high temperature of 78 degrees with an east-northeast wind at 8 miles per hour, and of course, I have your rain chance 80%. That's likely going to be like in early part, like during the early part of your Wednesday. Now, while we're not going to see much of anything occurring over 9 hours tonight, so we'll only see temperatures bottoming out in the low to mid 60s. So we will start off. So we expect we have partly mostly cloudy skies during the overnight hours tonight. We'll start off tomorrow morning 6 a.m. with partly cloudy skies. We should be at 61 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with cloudy skies. We should be at 65 degrees. Noon tomorrow with clouds. We should be at 73 degrees. And of course, expect around the thunderstorms to occur around 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So, your midday and lunch hour, especially your midday, could be impacted by storms, especially around noon and 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll see the storms taper off and give way to partly cloudy skies tomorrow afternoon around 3 p.m. Temperature 77 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with partly cloudy skies. We should be at 76 degrees. And then with another chance of evening storms possible. And then around 9 p.m. tomorrow night with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 69 degrees. Now comparing to today, tomorrow of course will be a milder day, but we'll still have above normal temperatures around tomorrow for your Wednesday, but it will not be anywhere near we will not be anywhere near as warm. We will not be anywhere nearly as warm as we were today. So of course, after topping out unusually warm earlier today, we will not see temperatures reaching the low 90s again tomorrow. But here's what the next 7 to 10 days Here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. So after your low temperature tonight, 60 degrees, of course. Normally our low temperature should be in the upper 40s, close to upper 40s, close to 50. So we're going to be at least 10 degrees above what we typically see this time of year. So after low temperature night, 60 degrees, it will be a mild evening with mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, going to your Wednesday. Excuse me. Expect thunderstorms in the morning. Expect clouds in the morning with periods of thunderstorms, and then we'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds during the afternoon. So we're gonna have the chance of thunderstorms occurring most likely during the early part of the day. We'll start the day with lots of clouds, then expect periods of thunderstorms to occur, especially during the midday hours, and then we'll start to see partly cloudy skies. Then we'll start to see skies becoming partly cloudy during the afternoon. With the high of 78, low of 61, winds will be from the east-northeast at 8 miles per hour, chance of rain 40%. So I have at least a 40% rain chance tomorrow for your Wednesday. Thursday, it will be a very warm day for us with partly cloudy skies. High of 84, low of 65. Winds will be from the south-southeast at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%. So we may see a stray shower or two. If it happens, it will probably be late in the day for your Thursday. But Friday, of course, when we're going to get ready for a period of very unsettled weather, is going to take place as we wrap up this week. As we wrap up this last full week of March. So it won't be as warm, but it will be somewhat a milder day for us for your Friday. Expect periods of rain and thunderstorms, breezy conditions in the morning, and of course expect punting on streets and highways. Of course, minor street flooding is possible. We'll be seeing periods of off and on rainfall. Rainfall may be heavy at times, so umbrellas will highly be needed as we go into your Friday. High of 71, low of 65. Winds will be from the southeast at 13 miles per hour. We could see gusts up to 27 miles per hour. So a very rainy Friday is a very rainy conclusion to the week is set up as we go into your Friday. High of 71, low of 65. Winds will be from the southeast at 13 miles per hour. We could see gusts up to 27 miles per hour. And your rain chance is at a 90%. And of course, then we'll start to deal with periods of off and on storms to impact your weekend. And of course, don't forget this coming Saturday and Sunday is the Defenders of Liberty air show happening at Barksdale Air Force Base. So you'll probably will need to pack an umbrella for that. It will be partly cloudy and warm with a few showers and heavy thunderstorms. Storms can bring flooding downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and isolated tornado. Now this is likely going to be for your Saturday. High of 82, low of 70. Winds will be from the south at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. And of course, that rain chance will only increase as we go into your, increase some as we go into your Sunday. We'll have partly cloudy. It will be breezy and warm with partly cloudy skies, showers and it will be breezy and warm with partly cloudy skies. With partly cloudy skies, breezy and warm with showers and heavy thunderstorms. Again, storms can. This is when we have a slight risk. This has the best chance of seeing severe weather. A slight risk of severe weather on the way, especially for your Sunday. Storms can bring flooding downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and isolated tornadoes. So be prepared for each of the following. So very unsettled weekend, but very unsettled weekend with storms on the way. Also with storms, especially for your Sunday. And of course, we know we have the Defenders of Liberty Air Show happening this coming Saturday and Sunday. So I would recommend grabbing an umbrella, but I'll keep you guys posted if anything changes as of right. This is what I have in the forecast right now. High of 90, low of 59. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 14 miles per hour with gusts up to 33 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. And of course, we'll finally start to get into. Then we'll finally start to see calming conditions as we go into the start of next week. Then this is set up for next Monday, which is the 31st. It will be mild. It will be comfortable and milder with partly cloudy skies. High of 79, low of 54. Winds will be from the north at 8 miles per hour and no rains expected. And then next Tuesday, exactly a week from today, which is April 1st, expect some sunshine, partly cloudy skies. High of 76, low of 63. Winds will be from the east-southeast at 8 miles per hour and no rains is expected. As of right now for next Tuesday, which is April 1st. And of course, next Wednesday, which is April 2nd, expect mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies with highs reaching the upper 70s and no rains expected. Next Thursday, which is April 3rd, expect cloudy skies with highs in the low 80s, chance of rain 10%, maybe a chance for a stray shower or two. And towards the end of next week, which is next Friday, April 4th, expect periods of showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two with highs reaching the low 90s, chance of rain 40%. So we could be dealing with another period of wet weather towards the end of next week, along with very unusually warm temperatures. So these summer-like readings are, I'm not sure where these summer-like readings are coming from. Why all of a sudden I'm seeing 90-degree temperatures in the forecast this early in the season? I just don't know. But I just don't know about. I just don't know. But it's only springtime. We should only have highs in the 70s. But once again, we get around the storms during the day tomorrow. Of course, I do take back. I was think that we would have storms developing in the morning, but it's actually going to be like towards the middle of the day, so you want to be prepared for that. And of course, even if we were to see storms developing first thing tomorrow morning, even if that was going to happen, but again, something I haven't had much time to do. I always give you guys this feature in my weather segment right before I close out the video, but I'm going to go and give it all to you. And since I've started my Facebook Live a little earlier tonight, since I wasn't nearly as busy as I have been, and since I wasn't nearly as busy like I have been on most days, on most nights. So again, much of the next 7 to 10 days will likely see temperatures at or above normal. So now today, once again, we topped at 91 degrees earlier today in Shreveport. That is a new record. That beats the old record of 89. So we excuse me. We won't see temperatures quite that warm tomorrow. So say goodbye to summer, and tomorrow we return to spring. The only thing that we'll still see above normal temperatures tomorrow for your Wednesday, with highs reaching the upper 70s, and of course Thursday gets even warmer with highs reaching the mid 80s. So both tomorrow and Thursday we'll see above normal temperatures. Now again, tomorrow we'll have highs in the upper 70s Thursday, we get into the mid 80s. Another very warm day for us for Thursday. Then, of course, on Friday, with clouds and the potential for heavy rainfall on the way, we only have highs in the low 70s. We'll just be at or just slightly below normal for your Friday. And then, of course, we have a warming trend set up for this upcoming weekend, Saturday and Sunday, with highs in the low 80s for Saturday. Then we get close to 90 for Sunday. Should be so. I hope that number changes in the coming days. It's just too early in the season for it to be close to 90 this time of year. And then, of course, we'll lower back down to more seasonal springtime readings, with highs reaching the mid upper 70s for each day early next week for both. Monday will be in the upper 70s for Monday. Then we're in the mid 70s for Tuesday of next week as we start the month of April. So if you're so it looks like, so the next few days, so much of the next several days are going to be rather busy in the weather department. So we have a chance of storms on the way for tomorrow, none severe. Then and of course so the temperature trend we'll mainly be dealing with not too unreasonable temperature. We'll just be above normal for the better period, but for Friday, with clouds and potential for heavy rainfall, that will hold our high temperatures just at or just slightly below normal. And then we'll have to see a warm front working its way back up northward towards our region for the upcoming weekend. That will bring us much warmer readings for the upcoming weekend, and then we'll ease back down with highs in the 70s for as we go into the start of next week. Now your rain chances. So now your rain chances. Out of 40% chance of rain, rain chances 40% chance tomorrow, 10% chance for Thursday. Of course, we'll have a 40% rain chance for tomorrow, which is Wednesday. We will pause on the rain for Thursday. We'll take a break on Thursday. We'll sort of dry things out some. Can I roll out a brief shower or two set up for your Thursday? And then we really get busy with rain chances popping back up. 90% for Friday, 50% for Saturday, 60% for Sunday, and then we dry out Monday and Tuesday as we get into the start of next week. And then, actually, most of next week should stay dry. Maybe towards the end of next week, we have another shot of seeing rain chances build back up. So we're gonna be dealing with we're gonna be dealing with off and on widespread rain chances each day over the next several days. So our weather pattern generally is looking mainly unsettled. So generally unsettled through at least the weekend. So like I said, just don't forget those umbrellas tomorrow. So temperatures will be basically on. So get those umbrellas tomorrow. You may not need them for Thursday, but you will definitely need those for Friday and of course the weekend. And then we'll sort of dry things out next week. So again, we do have the potential. So severe weather does not look very likely for tomorrow, and neither as of right now, severe weather does not look likely for Friday. But definitely for both Saturday and Sunday, and also severe weather, it's pretty iffy on Saturday for right now. But definitely, most likely on Sunday, we do have severe weather likely. So Sunday is the day we'll be watching for the slight risk of strong to severe storms. So the next few days is going to be rather active. So we're probably not going to have as much sunshine taking over the next few days. We'll have lots of clouds and periods of off and on rains taking over the next several days. So of course, this rainfall we're getting is kind of beneficial to help with the wildfires, ongoing dry conditions that some portions of the region have been experiencing for off and on at times throughout this month, especially within the past month or so. Since some parts of the region hasn't experienced much rain so far this month, but all that's about for areas who have not gotten as much rain. Shreveport Shreveport has had its fair share since the start of the year. I believe since the start of the year. Now so far this year we have received at least 11 inches of rain so far this year. And so far during the month of March alone, we just had about at least 2.5 inches. So we're kind of doing fairly well. And I did forget to mention last night's video that the burn ban that was issued for Cattle Parish has been lifted. So we're not under a burn ban. Hopefully we can keep these rain chances going, so we do not have to worry about any wildfires or burn bans or any types of fire weather or any stuff like that. So as long as we can keep these rain chances coming every few days, that can definitely help things out. But you know, the severe weather, that's another thing we have to pay attention to with the severe weather outbreaks. Up until the weekend, severe weather should not become our big concern until we get to parts of the weekend, especially the latter portion, especially your latter portion of the weekend, which would be on Sunday. And of course, excuse me. Excuse me. So in the NCAA now for March Madness, the NCAA. In the March Madness, the NCAA men's basketball tournament resumes on Thursday. So on Thursday, and of course we'll have the Sweet 16 matchups take place this coming Thursday and Friday. Thursday evening on CBS, 6 seed BYU will face Alabama, 2nd seed Alabama, and also in the East Regional, and also in the West Regional on Thursday. 4th seed Maryland will face Florida. And also, later on Thursday night, the top seed, 4th seed Arizona will face the top seed in the East region, Duke, Thursday night on CBS and also on TBS. Later on Thursday night, 10th seed Arkansas will face Texas Tech. And of course, more March Madness, and of course on Friday, in the Midwest Regional, in the South Regional, 2nd seed Michigan will face 6th seed Ole Miss will face 2nd seed Michigan State. And also in the Midwest Regional, 2nd seed Tennessee with 3rd seed Kentucky will face 2nd seed Tennessee. And Friday. Also later on Friday night, fifth seed in the South Region, 5th seed Michigan will face top seed Auburn. Later on Friday night, 4th seed Purdue will face the top seed in the Midwest Region, Houston. So the Sweet 16, the regional semifinals will be happening. The NCAA men's basketball tournament will be taking place this coming Thursday and Friday. And again, once more, in tomorrow night's video, I will keep you guys updated with the latest with threats of more rain and potential severe storm. In my video for you guys tomorrow night, along with my National Day Calendar segment, along with my famous birthday segment, I'll have the very latest of what to expect for the threat of more rain on the way for later this week, especially on Friday, and the potential threats for severe weather this upcoming weekend, especially on Sunday. And also have another preview of your NCAA Men's March Madness, which all the action takes place on both Thursday and Friday. And that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Tuesday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here for tonight. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.